What up, Homedawgs? My name is Gokey Gamer, coach of the Milwaukee Meta Champs, and welcome to week 2 of the NBBL, where this week we're battling Frobe, coach of the Sydney Slow Kings. And immediately off the bat, this matchup might even be worse than the Dialga Origin team somehow. What? The team that we're going up against consists of Shaman Sky, a Hisuian Arcanine that can turn into a Fire, Grass, or Normal type, Galarian Weezing, Blastoise, Tyranitar, Quaquaval, Tinkaton, Latias, Gligar, and finally the other Terra Captain of the team being a Lycanroc Dusk that can tear into a Rock, Fire, or Ice type. While last week had many major threats like Dialga Origin, Terra Hisuian Lilligant, and Deoxys Speed, this team felt like a near-perfect counter to mine. Palafin can be walled fairly reliably by Galarian Weezing and Blastoise, while also getting outsped in one shot by Shaman Sky. Tinkaton can be an annoying disruptor to deal with, Latias can Healing Wish and provide a lot of chip potential, and Terra Hisuian Arcanine and Quaquaval are both extremely terrifying physical threats. While this matchup definitely doesn't feel favorable for us, I think if we cook just enough, we can actually stand a chance. It's time for the first week of rain. Pelipper is here to provide chip as well as weather control against Tyranitar, Fortress is the switcher for Tinkaton while also hopefully providing a lot of valuable chip against certain Pokemon, Assault Vest Archaludon completely neuters Galarian Weezing and Blastoise, and finally Scarfhoopa Unbound and a special attacking Throat Spray set Palafin are here to really claim lives, especially since the typical switch-ins for Palafin really don't enjoy taking Grass Knots or special attacks. If you'd like a more detailed team breakdown, then consider checking out my Ko-fi page where you'll find 8-minute team breakdowns for all my battles as well as receive access to battles early if you become a member. Any support you're able to give is always immensely appreciated. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and head into the battle. Alrighty, let's freaking go. I've really cooked with these sets, so I really hope they work. My plan most likely is going to be I lead Palafin and then I'm going to hard swap. I'm probably expecting maybe a Shaman Sky lead. We'll see. Alright, so yeah, Shaman, Arcanine, Tyranitar, Quaquaval, Tinkaton, and Gligar. Honestly, these are all the mons I expected. The only one I'm kind of shocked not to see is Lycanroc, but Hisuian Arcanine was going to be the Terra every single time. Also, not seeing Latias is quite nice, so I will take that as well. And no Blastoise or Weezing. Wow, I really thought those were coming. That helps out my Hoopa a lot, because now I don't have to worry about switching in Psychics and stuff, so that's very nice. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and lead Palafin, so that way I can get my 0 to hero up, and then based on what they lead, I'm gonna go from there. Good luck up on my opponent, let's freaking do this. Alright, they were actually really quick with their thing, so with getting ready, so I'm very excited to see what their lead is. They definitely had their plan up. Alrighty, oh, that's a cute card, heck yeah. Let's go. Show me your lead, baby. Is it Skyman? It's going to be Kirby, which is going to be the Tinkaton, actually. So that's interesting. All right, so I lead Tinkaton, and it's Mold Breaker. That's good to know. Okay. We could see Spikes here. I think what I kind of want to do is I kind of want to go to Bagpipes. We could also very easily see a Nox, so that's something to keep in mind, too. Yeah, I think Bagpipes is the best Pokemon to go into here. All right, so we immediately switch out Palafin, which is very nice. If they set up rocks, that's not the worst thing in the world. If they go for T-Wave, I have Rest. We're fine. Let's see what they want to go for. They go for T-Wave. That's fine. This is the best mon to get T-Waved, and if you have rocks, good for you. If you don't, we are chilling. We also know now that you're not AV, I'm just going to click Body Press. We could see a Gligar switch here, but I have Ice Spinner for this. We could also see a knockoff, in which case we lose our Rocky Helmet, but that's fine. There's no way this thing can KO me, because I don't even think it gets a fire move. The major threat in the back that we have to keep in mind is Quaquaval. That's going to be the biggest threat for us to worry about. We do just see a knockoff here, so we lose our item. Oh my gosh, a critical hit! What? That's crazy, bro. All right. That's unfortunate. That's been unfortunate. I really wanted intel on this, and I wanted chip on this. But you know what? It's fine. We are also going to see lefties. So this is lefties. That's going to be bulky. Do I think they want to stay in? Probably not. I really am tempted to click Ice Spinner randomly. Or Hisuian Arcanine coming in here would suck, though. I think that thing gets Flame Body. No, I don't think... No, never mind. It doesn't get Flame Body. Body Press is a very obvious play. They could also think I'm setting up my rocks if I have it. I think I'm going to Body Press here. I think if they have rocks, they click it here. They don't. They hard swap. All right, what do we see? Is it Gligar? Serio, is that Shaman Sky? That is going to be Quack. Okay, I'm very glad I got this Body Press off. Thank God for that. Also very interesting, I'm a little bit scared. Okay, so Quack switches in here. I'm a bit nervous as to what this thing wants to do to me. A CC does a large chunk of damage where we always outspeed, so I'm not gonna go into Pelipper yet. Because, yeah, I don't think I go into Pelipper. I don't know if I should stay in, though. I have ways to beat Quack later on. I click Body Press. We are just going to see a U-turn. Very interesting. So that's fine. We just click Body Press again. Probably my guess is the Shaman, or I think the Gligar is probably going to come in now. All right, so we're going to see Nightwing. Is that Gligar? That is Gligar. Okay, so I think what I do here, I think I can just click Ice Spinner versus you. Can't move because we're paralyzed again. That is unfortunate. I mean, Ice Spinner doesn't even do that much damage anyways, so I do kind of want to click it though, because there's nothing you can really do to me, so I want to click Ice Spinner. Okay, we do see rocks up now, so that does suck, but you know what, it is what it is. Pelipper is on a timer. We do land our Ice Spinner. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's see what this stats are. Okay, that's okay. So you look like you're more spadef. Yeah, that definitely looks more spadef, but invested. So it's probably max HP, max spadef. I'm very tempted to click Body Press now, or even Flash Cannon. Is there a reason I click Flash Cannon here? No, I only ever click Body Press or Ice Spinner here because Flash Cannon was only for the Galarian Weezing. I think I'm just going to click Ice Spinner again. If they opt to switch out here, that's fine. They do go for a U-turn. Okay, but I could be going for a Body Press here. I could be going for a Body Press. And at the very least, if it's Flame Body, I can't even get burned because I'm paralyzed. So, and again, like, I don't think Hisuian Arcanine has Flame Body. I'm pretty sure it doesn't anyway. We're going to see Unibo. That is going to be the Hisuian Arcanine. Imagine if I clicked Body Press there. I should have clicked Body Press. All right, does a decent chunk of damage. That's fine. All right, so the switch into my water type is incredibly obvious here. Do I want to do that? Not yet. I also don't necessarily want to switch into Diancie yet either, because that'll also kind of suck. Honestly, do I think you're clicking Flare Blitz versus me? Because I could very easily swap into my other Mon. I'm really tempted to click Body Press. You know what? Frick it. Let's have some fun. We could also burn the Terra. We just see a Flare Blitz. Wow, I could have just swapped into Diancie there. That's fine. Okay, at least you're going to take a lot of chip. Another critical hit. That's fine that the critical hit was burned there. That's fine. All right, so we're going to see more lefties. Oh, it's also Rockhead. That's good to know. Let's see. If you Terra Grass... CC has a low chance to KO me. I could be bulky. I could also go into Fizz. Yeah, I'm going to go into Fizz here, I think, and I'm just going to scare this thing out with a knock. All right, so you could lose your item here. Knockoff would always be a two-shot unless you're bulky. I click knockoff. All right, we do see the hard swap here, so they're definitely trying to save Arcanine. They probably think maybe I'm Scarfed here. We're going to see Kirby come back in. That's going to be the TINKATON, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, this is definitely always the switch for this thing, so that's fine. We're going to see Molebreaker. That's fine. We click knockoff. That's not going to do that much damage, but at least it'll do something. You're also probably going to go for a T-Wave, so what do I want to do to counter that? Unfortunately, I can't really do much. The only Pokemon I can really safely go into here is Toilet Bowl, so I think I'm going to... yeah, no. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have let Bagpipes go down. I think that was a bit of a risky move, but it's fine. I think I go Toilet Bowl here. I have speed on Diancie for other Mons just in case, like the T-Tar, so I think this is a bit more valuable here to go ahead and go into Toilet Bowl. The boots are going to suck here, but that's fine. We have the Charity Berry for T-Tar, but that's not going to really be useful now. I should have brought boots. We are going to see a raw T-Wave here. That's fine. Now I go for a U-turn every single time. If you stay in, good on you. You could be clicking knock here. In that case, I just double back into Pelipper. We are going to see the hard swap here. Let's see what they go into. Gojira. That's absolutely a T-Tar if I've ever heard of one. All right, the sand being kicked up here is fine. I'm annoyed. All right, well, T-Tar shouldn't be able to kill me here, I don't think. I'm just going to say frick it and stay, and I'm clicking U-turn again. We are just going to see knockoff. Okay, so that was best case scenario. Please do not get paralyzed again. Oh my god, I hate it here. This is actually insane. Oh my god, these para hacks are crazy, dude. All right, we're just gonna see another knockoff. This shouldn't KO. Please, for the love of god, thank you. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, well, we get a critical hit on that. I don't really know if it matters that much, unfortunately, but hey, it's something. A Drain Punch is kind of free, but not really, so I think I have to go into Silvergate here, unfortunately, right now with the Body Press. Unless you have speed investment, we should always outspeed you. A Body Press is very free here. I could also go for a Flash Cannon if I want to predict that play. I think I just go for Body Press, though. All right, we are going to see the hard swap, which makes sense. We're going to see Nightwing come in. That's going to be the Gligar. Okay, so Gligar comes in. We click Body Press. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm going to switch in Toilet Bowl on the EQ. I kind of have to. Very unfortunate, but you got to do what you got to do, man. I don't even know if we get our Drizzle off. I think Rocks trigger before Drizzle goes off. It does. Yeah. Well, it do be like that. We're going to see a layer of spikes. Well played. Ice Beam always KOs this thing. I also could have Ice Punch. Yeah, I'm gonna go into Iron here. I think I finally just have to burn this. Frick, man. No, you know what? I can't burn this yet. I can't burn this yet. I can still threaten out a lot of things. I have to click Ice Beam here. The Paras really sucked. This sand is also going to be really unfortunate. I'm trying to figure out my outs. Gligar does go down here, thank God. We also reveal that we're special, or at least that we have special coverage. Shaming Sky is going to be the switch here. What can I do against that? Sea Flare always KOs me, unfortunately, so I think what I do is I sit down and cry. And if you ask me, that's a pretty freaking good play for right now. Serio, that's not a Shaman. That's Quack. I'm confused. I'm going to Grass Knot you. Yes, I am. All right, we click Grass Knot, bada bing, bada boom. Does not KO. That's unfortunate. Is that a speed boosting berry? No, that's citrus. Okay, that's fine. All right, we should be in range of a hyper voice now, though. CC, you're definitely in range of a hyper voice now. And we still live. Thank God for that. All right, I click hyper voice. Something in here is going to take a hyper voice, and they're not going to enjoy it. The Squawk is going to switch out here, which makes sense. I'm surprised they let me take damage on that. We're going to see Saria. I think that's Shaman Sky. That is going to be Shaman Sky. Absolutely. We fire off our hyper voice with a throat spray tech. I really wish I fired off Nice Beam now, but you know what? That's besides the point. I mean, I kind of have to hope they throw here. I can't switch in Palafin again at this point. I'm going to Ice Beam. They could miss. They don't miss. Yep, that's a dead Palafin. So I'm very disappointed with how this game is going so far. I won't lie to you guys. It's also Life Orb. That's good to know. I think I have to go Arch here, unfortunately. I don't see any other way out of this. Yeah, I think I have to go Arch Aludon, and I have to click Draco. The Hazard Stacking is going to suck. The end game at this point is going to be either Diancie setup sweeping, or it's going to be my other Mon popping off. Choice Scarf, Hoopa Unbound, which could pop off. I'm going to click Draco. Have to. If Tinkaton comes in, well played on him. But there's nothing really much I can do about that. Probably gonna see Tinkaton here if I had to guess. Let's see it. Kirby, yep, I am struggling. This is very much a struggle right now, and I'm not appreciative of it. The good news is you can't do anything versus me, so I kind of want to just say frick it and fire off an Electro Shot. And you know what? I'm gonna say frick it because I do what I frickin' want. All right, we're gonna see a knock. That's weirdly fine, although we do lose our AV now. I guess they were expecting a swap here, so we're gonna fire off an Electro Shot. Earth Power from Shaman Sky should always KO us now at this point, though, so it doesn't matter. It's just a matter of what wants to take this Electro Shot. As long as we can get Hoopa Unbound in safely, we should be fine. That's the hard part, though, is getting in Hoopa Unbound. Or, even better, getting this thing off the field. Okay, we do see the swap here, so that's fine. Let's see what wants to die. It's gonna be Serio. That's going to be Quack. Quack is going to die here. Okay, so Quackleval is out of the picture, which is good for Diancie. We also get his Patag boost, which is always nice. We are at +1 defense, but then Shaman Sky just comes in and ruins my day. I guess in theory I could go into Hoopa Unbound because Hoopa Unbound has crazy Spadef, but that's still going to take too much damage, and I don't want to deal with it. I mean, Earth Power, okay. Earth Power alone does 29 to 35%. Tinkaton is their win con. Archelodon is the perfect switch into Tinkaton. I think I have to go into Hoopa Unbound here to take this hit. Ugh, I don't like doing this, man. I don't like doing this. If we see a C-Flare, that's going to really suck. I doubt they go for it, though. We do see an Earth Power. All right, so we got that read right. That's still a crap ton of damage, though, baby. I think what I do here, honestly, do I just click Drain Punch versus you? I think so, because I think I have to predict a switch. Okay, we do get this read right. They do predict a swap, so something in here is going to be taking a Drain Punch. And it's gonna be the T-Tar. Let's go! Alright, finally a play works out for me. This thing is gonna be back up at full. Drain Punch. Okay, Chople Berry, that's fine. I don't care. I click Drain Punch again because I outspeed you. You're toast either way. And also now burn extra turns of sand. So we're just vibing even more, baby. And if you want to switch into Shaman Sky, Drain Punch is still going to do a decent chunk of damage to you, and you're going to get weakened down. And you're going to take Sand Chip, you're going to take Life Orb Chip. Yeah, you do let T-Tar go down. That makes sense. Alright, restore up to even more HP, which is always great. It's not over till it's over, but man, is it looking rough. Alright, what's my out? My out is I have to make sure that Arcanine Hisui can't sweep me. We're going to see Unibo. That's going to be this thing coming in. You're probably Terra Normal Extreme Speed. Extreme Speed is 55 to 66%, and I am currently at, survey says, 64%. Interesting. You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say frick you! And if you're Terra Grass, good play. Alright, let's see. Terra Normal Extreme Speed, baby. It's Terra Grass. Okay, so that's okay. You're probably just gonna go for the attack here then in that case, and I'm going to cry. Fireball Drain Punch, bada bing, bada boom. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, we just see a Flare Blitz here. Rockhead, yeah, that KOs me. Okay. Alright, so what's my out here? I can either go into Arch, or I can go to Diancie. Those are my two plays here. I think I have to go into Diancie. Alright, this is, once again, very interesting. Flare Blitz does 30 to 36% max. We have the Citrus Berry, so we're chilling. If we see Tinkaton come in, I cry. I think that's what we've learned. I Diamond Storm. Yeah, we see the hard swap, obviously. Tinkaton's gonna come in and ruin my day. Yep, Tinkaton's gonna come in here. That's fine. We have Terra Fairy as well if we need it. I really hope we get this defense boost. Give me the defense boost, please. Alright, we need this defense boost to win the game. Thank God. Okay. We're at +2 now. I think I Terra and I Calm Mind once. This gets rid of my quad weakness to steel, so it becomes not as much of a weakness, which is always nice. And yeah, I don't know. It might be over for us. It might be Jover. We are going to see a Thunder Wave. Okay, that's fine. I mean, not really, but you get my point. It's not the best situation. It's not the worst situation. The Sandstorm subsided at just the right time. Thank God for that. If you have Gigaton, you reveal it now. I think I have to flash. No. Seed Flare does 32 to 38% to me with Timid Life Orb, and I can Draining Kiss that health back up. I'm gonna Flash Cannon. Okay. Good play. Good play. GG. Alright, well, you can't hit me. You have to go into Arcanine here. I lose this game. I literally just lose this game. Oh, okay. I don't necessarily lose this game because I am Citrus Berry, so this isn't Jover. No, it is Jover because they're just going to Encore me back into Calm Mind. That's what's going to happen here. Great. Alright, now what I do is I go into Arch. And I cry. Alright, the best case scenario, they go for knockoff. Worst case, they go for T-Wave. Show me your worst. Knockoff. Best case scenario, we're at +1. Alrighty, so... Archelodon. Flash Cannon is going to do the most against everything I Flash Cannon. We do see a T-Wave, so this is going to take a lot of damage. Unless we get paralyzed, which would be great. I hate it here. This freaking sucks, guys. I'm having such a great time. I love life. I'm only a little bit annoyed. Oh my god! Ah! Pull me out of my misery, please, I beg of you. Get paralyzed a third time. Frick it. Why not? Just do it for the laughs. Okay. Jesus Christ, dude, that's insane. Knockoff. Alright, at least we get one more KO, right? Please tell me we get one more KO. Okay, TINKATON finally goes down. Thank God for that. Alright, maybe Deancey can pull it back. It depends on the rolls with Shaman and, well, I mean, Arcanine's just gonna KO me anyway, but that's besides the point. Saria, I think that's a Legend of Zelda reference, by the way, as well, which is really nice. Ocarina of Time, it's the one girl, the Guardian of the Woods, Saria. I know her name. Anyways, we died to an Earth Power, yay. Alright, we send in Gemstone, and hopefully we don't get paralyzed again. Then we can live an attack, and then we can get a Draining Kiss off, and maybe we can restore some HP. That'd be kind of cool. I would love that game. That would be amazing. Please, game, I beg for your mercy. Let me get at least one more KO. Air Slash. Wow. Wow, they're going for the flinch hacks. They're going for the flinch hacks. Okay, thank God. Frick you and your flinch hacks. You got enough of that garbage. You got enough of that garbage with the para hacks. That is enough of that. You can frick right off with that nonsense, my friend. Imagine if it did it, though. That'd be crazy. That'd be wild, dude. Yeah, we're gonna see the Hisuian Arcanine come out. They're gonna Flare Blitz me, and then I'm gonna die. GG's to my opponent. Really well played. Yeah, they always click Flare Blitz here every single time. My opponent prepped really, my opponent did really well in this matchup. Obviously, the para hacks, the crap ton of para hacks really sucked, but it's, again, like, they still played extremely well, and they got enough reads right to where they were able to pick up the win. So, again, it sucks. This loss stings a little bit, I will say, just because, again, the para hacks. But that's Pokemon for you. I think, you know, at the very least, it wasn't a 2-0 loss, it was a 1-0 loss. I can take my wins where I can get them. But again, GG's to my opponent. They played and prepped extremely well for this matchup. The biggest mistake here was letting Fortress go down. I should not have let Fortress go down. I had rest for this, for TINKATON, and I should have done that. I thought, you know, hey, maybe I can get a fancy read because nothing really wants to take a hit from the Arcanine, especially if it goes for a head smash, but I shouldn't have made that play. That was a mistake on my end. I should have saved Fortress when I had the chance, so that way I could switch it in against the whatchamacallit, but then again, they would have clicked Encore and Encored me into rest anyway. But you know what? That's besides the point. Regardless, GG's my opponent. Really, really well played. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Thank you all so much for watching. I really, really hope you all enjoyed this battle. Please be sure to check out my opponent's side of the battle if they do upload. It'll be linked down in the description below. And that'll do it. I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace out, mates!